Today, I will take you along with me for a day in the life of a working mom as I travel. I only travel about 3 to 4 times a year, so it's not a lot, but I am trying to make the most out of it. Now, what do I mean by that? Traveling as a working mom can be very challenging. One, there are some logistics you have to take care of before you go on your trip. And two, for me, because my kids are still younger, there are 3 and 7, I still go through some separation anxiety, and it's not just for the kids, but also for me as well. But traveling can also have a lot of benefits. Since I work from home full-time, it can be isolating at times, so I am really looking forward to some face-to-face time with my coworkers, and also some time to myself, because we know that as working moms, getting some time to relax just by yourself is very hard to find. So when I travel for work, I concentrate on 4 things. The first one is obviously work, whatever that work trip involves. That is my main area of concentration. The second thing I try to accomplish is doing some work on imperfect life balance. So whether that is on a blog or on this YouTube channel, or whether that is related to any speaking events that I am doing. Number 3 is personal development. So reading any books or podcasts that are related to personal growth. And 4, which is last but definitely not least, is finding some time for myself to just relax. Which somehow I find the most challenging thing to do because I am trying to be very productive when I travel. So that is definitely something I have been very adamant about of including in this trip. So before we get started, just wanted to say hello for those of you who are new here. My name is Marta, and on my channel I do videos about achieving a work-life balance that works for us. When I travel, I keep my morning routine the same as I do at home, which is waking up at 4 a.m. and doing my miracle morning. And I made a video about my morning routine before, so I'm gonna link it up here and in the description box so you can check it out. The miracle morning always starts with a workout. So since I was in a hotel, I went to the gym, which at 4 a.m. it's pretty much empty every single time I have done that, which is great for me because it's a lot of space just for me. So on the first day, I did a workout from BeachBody, which if you have watched my previous videos, you know that workouts from BeachBody is something that I have been doing as my main form of exercise for the past, I think, 2 or 3 years now. I am not affiliated with them, it's just I really enjoy the workouts that they have. So I'm gonna link their website down below and also some contact information for a coach that I have in case you have some specific questions about logistics of BeachBody. The second day, I decided to change things up a little bit and run on a treadmill. Running has been something that I have done before my daughter was born, so I'm trying to slowly bring it back to part of my routine. When I finished with my workout, I went back to the hotel room, took a shower, and continued on with my miracle morning. So first, I did a few minutes of meditation. Then I moved down to writing down my 10 goals that I have for myself, and also 5 things that I am grateful for. And I found that starting your day by writing something you are grateful for really puts things in a perspective. It helps me have that positive mindset throughout the day. Because it makes me realize that even though when I have a challenging day, there are always things that have happened that I am grateful for. That particular day, I had to give a presentation during one of the meetings. So I decided to do one more dry run of a presentation before I left the hotel room. And that is one thing that I always do, whether I am traveling or whether I do any presentations virtually from home. I believe that practicing is a key to giving great presentations. And if the presentations are something that you do on a regular basis at work or your side business and find them challenging, I'm going to leave a link to a video about presentation skills down below in the description box. And at this point, it was time to get ready for work. So the lighting in this clip is pretty awful because it's a hotel room, which I think is pretty standard. I did not bring any of my equipment with me on that trip, so it is what it is. But I wanted to show you my outfit for the day. I tend to wear a lot of dresses for those types of meetings. I just find them most comfortable and easy to wear. I usually will wear heels, but this time I decided to go for comfortable flats because I knew I had to do some walking to and from the building where the meeting was held. And then I went downstairs to the lobby to eat my breakfast. That is also the time when I used to read a personal development book, which is the last portion of my miracle morning. And that is when my official workday has started. I did not film that portion of the day because cameras were not allowed where the meeting was held. However, I'm sure you can get a visual idea in your head. It's a conference room with people sitting around it, and different presentations and discussions are taking place. Because my meeting ended earlier, I went back to the hotel room and I got on a meeting with my management team to kind of go over what has happened during my presentations and any action items that we as a team were assigned during that meeting, so we can get started working on them. And after my meeting was over, it was basically the end of the workday for me, so I decided at that time to do something for myself. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is usually the hardest part for me when I travel, because I like to be productive and getting things done, getting things crossed off from my to-do list, that I tend to put the relaxed time at the end, and I usually run out of time. So this time I decided to get that in first to make sure that I do spend some time just relaxing, just having that me time. So what I did is I grabbed my candle and I went by the swimming pool. I spent about an hour, I went for a swim, and then I just relaxed reading that book by the poolside. And I will tell you, taking that 1 hour to myself has made me feel so much better, so much refreshed, that when I went back to my hotel room, I was ready to start doing some work on imperfect life balance. And the main thing that I wanted to accomplish during that trip for my side hustle was to develop a batching system. So what I did is, first I created a list of all the things that I need to do to run my blog and YouTube channel successfully. So I put one activity on one sticky note. So I bought those little sticky notes in a Dollar Tree, and that's what I used. I had one color for blog and one color for YouTube channel, and I just wrote down everything that I normally do. Once I did that, I just put them into groups of related tasks and then plug them into a monthly calendar. So that way on each specific day I know what I'm doing and that the activities that I'm doing are the same type of activities. So for example, there are specific days in a month where all I do is record videos. Or there's gonna be days where all I do is edit. Or there's gonna be days when I think of the content for the next month. So that's kind of how I spent about, I think, 3 hours trying to figure out a good system for me. So this was a great thing to do when I was traveling because I did not have any distractions. And also it was kind of funny because the hotel room I had, it had a huge desk. So when I entered the room, I started laughing to myself thinking, well, this is definitely meant to be. That batching system is something I need to develop right here because I have all this space and all this time and no interruptions. So that is pretty much how my evening went. I took a break to eat dinner, which I ordered through room service, and I also spent some time just watching a show on TV at the end of the night. So that was kind of another treat for myself as I don't really watch that much TV anymore. Overall, I think this trip was very successful. I did accomplish all the things that I wanted to as far as addressing those 4 areas, so work, side business, personal development, and relaxing. I did not finish my whole to-do list like I planned to because my to-do list was so extensive, but I was just happy that I was able to find some balance with relaxing and working on that trip. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this type of content, make sure you let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed yet, make sure that you do so you do not miss any of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.